What is up, guys? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thanks for being here, being subbed. If you're not, hit the button. And if you're listening on YouTube, hit the like. It's like walking in the room and hitting that light switch. Let's brighten up the place and get into this conversation. All right, guys. So listen, I talked about this, maybe it was a few weeks ago, but I'm just going to go ahead and get into it. It actually was the end of June, and I did a conversation on it because there was speculation surrounding whether Cardi B was pregnant or not. And so I talked about the fact that if she is pregnant, why would she keep having babies with Offset? And I'm not going to go back into that again. If you want to listen to that conversation, it is on my playlist for conversations and on the podcast. But listen, it has been confirmed by Cardi B that she indeed is preggers with her third child. So honestly, I'm just going to say congratulations to her if that's what she really wanted. But I'm going to actually just share the story from Sandra Rose. And so I'm just going to read it and share my thoughts. So after weeks of denial, rapper Cardi B announced her pregnancy with her third child. Cardi wrote in an Instagram post, "With every ending comes a new beginning. I am so grateful to have shared this season with you. You have brought me more love, more life, and most of all, renewed my power, reminded me that I can have it all. You've reminded me that I never have to choose between life, love, and my passion. I love you so much and cannot wait for you to witness what you helped me accomplish, what you pushed me to do. It's so much easier taking life's twists, turns, and tests, laying down, but you, your brother, and your sister have shown me why it's worth it to push through." And so there's also a story on TMZ about Cardi B filing for divorce from rapper Offset, but she's pulled that stunt in the past. So we'll see if the divorce actually goes through. All right, guys. So listen up. The divorce filing and announcing that she's pregnant at the same time, I am kind of going to agree with the blog that she has pulled this stunt before. Now, while I will say that maybe in the past her filing for divorce may not have been so much of a stunt as much as it may have been an emotional decision based on the things that were going on in the heat of the moment and wanting to kind of save face to just make it look like she ain't no punk and she ain't going to take no BS from no man and all this other stuff. But the truth of the matter is, like I said in my previous conversation where I discussed if she is pregnant, why would she keep having children with Offset, who has been alleged to be a serial cheater, of a blatantly unfaithful man and husband. But based on a number of different factors that I'm not going to go into, it's not highly unlikely that she would want to have more children and want her children to have the same father. Now, listen, I'm not knocking her for that if that's what she wants to do, but I'll just basically say it like this, and this is just my personal opinion. It's me just sharing my thoughts on it. Just stay married to the man and live. She's got, so far, unless things changes, she's got the money to be able to support her children, support the life that she wants to live, and they could just have an amicable relationship, because unless she has a prenuptial agreement, which I don't know that she does, but I really don't think that she does, it honestly might be in her best interest to just stay married to this man, because she knew, for the most part, who he was when she decided to get with him, marry him, and have babies with him. Now, I don't know if she actually was married before she gave birth to the first child. It's possible that they may have gotten married while she was pregnant. I don't really know all of the details, and I don't really care. But I really don't think that she was thinking with her head instead of her heart when she decided to marry this man, because let's just be honest. I'm not saying he's broke, but it benefited him more to be married to her than it did her being married to him. So based on the way her finances may be set up and the way they have things with this marriage, it might not be good for her right now to get a divorce from him. I don't know. But the times that she's gotten online and crashed out and was crying and screaming and calling him a BAN, you know what those initials stand for? I just feel that she's living in a lot of regret, but she also desires to have this, this familial setup that is similar to, I'm assuming, like her mom and dad. So while most of us are not shocked that she's pregnant by her husband with her third child, again, congratulations to her. She sounds like she's, at least it sounds like from the post, but we already know, that doesn't really mean much. But I'm just saying, I'm assuming she's happy because she wrote up this long post thanking her child for what it has helped her to do and inspired her in so many different ways and whatnot. But if you didn't know that she had filed for divorce and reading that, you might assume that post that she wrote up was written about her husband. So it's kind of sad because she probably is feeling kind of trapped. And that's what I really wanted to talk about, that when it comes to this, because I'm not here to report the news. I'm just here to share my thoughts, views, and opinions on what is already out there and get your thoughts on it so you can let me know what you think. But yeah, I'm honestly thinking she's feeling stuck. She's feeling trapped, but also wants to and desires to have that like cookie cutter mom and dad, and all the children surrounding familial type of setup that the man that she chose to marry isn't really there for. How many other kids does he have with how many other baby mamas? I'm just saying, I get it with her, with her heritage and her culture and her, her family, not the family that she created with him, but the family that she comes from. It is typical to have the husband and the wife and have multiple children with that same person. And no, the relationships may not be perfect, but they stay in it, they work through it. And she chose to marry this guy who has always pretty much been for the streets. All right? Not for holy matrimony, but that's the man she chose to marry. And so she's got that conflict of the two, the conflict of the two variables, if you will. Wanting to have that cookie cutter family lifestyle, and then the other side where she's this rap chick that, raps about her PUSSY and F and these ands and all this other stuff and getting your money and whatever. And that honestly is just a persona. It's a character. It's not really who she is deep down inside. And that's one of the reasons why I believe it really does hurt her to the core when these stories come out about her husband being unfaithful. Whether the stories are true or not, the actual stories may not be true, but to the core, he is for the streets, and she knows that. And I do believe that she's living in regret when it comes to that. But with this divorce, as far as that is concerned, I've said it multiple times before, and I'll continue to repeat it. Until a divorce is finalized, I don't even think that's really news. In my personal opinion, I feel that it's always a message to him as well as a message to her followers and her fans to give up some sympathy and to, feel bad and sorry for her. So now it's like a double whammy. She's pregnant and she's going through a divorce. So whatever she may be coming out with, whether it's music or product or whatever it may be, it'll get more people's emotions worked up to support whatever project she may have coming out besides the new baby. So I digress. I just wanted to share my thoughts on that real quick, guys. You can let me know yours in the comment section. Thanks for being here, liking, and subscribing. I'm Beth, just being beautifully honest. So until next time, I wanted to keep it brief, beautiful, and now I'm going to say bye.